Hello children and welcome to part 2 of body movements. If you remember dear children, in the previous module we discussed many bones and joints of our skeleton. So in this part of the chapter we will be focusing on the movement in different animals. There are some parts of the body which are hard but not as hard as the bones. Can you think of some parts of your body that are like this? Okay, feel your ear. There does not seem to be any bone here, but it is still bit hard. We can feel a difference between the earlobe and the portion above it. The upper part of the ear is not as soft as the earlobe but not as hard as a bone. Such a body part is called cartilage. What actually is this cartilage, children? It is a soft, elastic and flexible tissue that covers the bones near the joints. It connects the bones together. Okay now children, make a fist with one hand and bend your arm at the elbow as shown in the picture. Do you see any change in the shape of your upper arm? Do you see a swollen region in the upper arm? This swollen region is because of a muscle. The muscle bulges because it contracts. When muscles contract, they become shorter, stiffer, and thicker. Muscles can also relax and become longer. The muscles contract and relax in pairs so that we can move. Muscles have to do this to pull the bones at the joints. So, as you can see, to make the joints move, muscles have to work in pairs. When one muscle contracts, the bone is pulled in that direction. The other muscle of that pair relaxes. How does the movement in the opposite direction happen? The relaxed muscle contracts to pull the bone back to the original position. Now there is one important fact about muscle. A muscle can only pull the bone. It cannot push the bone. That is why we need a muscle pair. Okay children, just like humans, many animals also have bones, joints and muscles which help them move. But what about the animals that do not have bones and joints in them at all? How do these animals move? Let us see. So, let us study the manner of movement of the animals that do not have joints and muscles. That is the gait of animals. The gait of animal means the movement of animals. So first we'll study about the earthworm. The earthworm's muscle help it to move. Look at how earthworm moves. It slides ahead on the ground. The body of an earthworm is made up of many rings of muscles. Each ring is called a segment. All the rings or segments are joined together. The earthworm contracts and extends these rings alternately and moves forward. The earthworm fixes its front to the ground, then its whole body contracts and follows the front. This makes it move forward by a small distance. It keeps doing this again and again and moves ahead. Dear children, you must be wondering, how does the earthworm fix its front or back to the ground? If you look at the bottom side of the earthworm's body, you will see that it has a lot of tiny hair-like things. These tiny hair-like things are called bristles. Where have you heard the word bristles? The hair-like things on a toothbrush are called bristles too. So the bristles are short and stiff. They don't bend a lot and aren't long like hair. These bristles are connected to the muscles and they help the earthworm get a grip on the ground and push ahead. The earthworm moves around with just its muscles. It can move even though it has no bones or joints. Also, the earthworm secretes a slimy substance that help it in movement. Now some interesting facts about earthworm. Earthworms eat their way through the soil. It swallows the soils and along with roots, leaves, etc. and excretes the undigested part. The undigested excretion makes the soil fertile and rich, and because of this an earthworm is called a farmer's friend. The snail is the another animal that moves around with just its muscles. It can move even though it has no bones or joints. Snail move quite slowly. The big shell that you see on the snail is a hard part of the snail's body that grows with the snail. Shell is the outer skeleton of the snail but is not made up of bones. Do you know, children, the shell does not help the snail to move. In fact, the snail has to drag the shell along wherever it goes. Isn't it amazing? The snail has one large foot. This is the muscle that helps the snail move. The mucus secreted by snail helps it to move ahead even more smoothly. Okay, now let us see how a cockroach moves. Cockroaches have no bones and joints either. Still, you know they can move fast and they can fly also. Cockroaches have 6 legs, so they have 3 pairs of legs. The muscles near the legs help the legs move, so the cockroach can run or walk. The muscles near the chest help the wings move, which lets the cockroach fly. Cockroaches have 4 wings, which is 2 pair of wings. They have a hard structure on the outside of their body. It is not really a skeleton, but it helps a little in movement. Now let us see how a bird moves. Most birds walk and fly. The birds walk with the help of their feet and toes. The birds can fly easily. This is because they have a streamlined body. Such a body helps the bird to cut through the air easily and fly. Their bones are hollow and light. The forelimbs of a bird are modified to form wings. Their shoulder bones are strong. The breast bones are modified to hold the muscles of flight which are used to move the wings up and down. The next animal is the fish. The body of the fish is specifically designed for swimming. Like a bird, it too has a streamlined body. This shape allows water to move easily around the body. The fish swims uses its fins and tail. The fins help the fish in balancing. The fish uses its tail to change the direction. The skeleton of the fish is covered with strong muscles. During swimming, muscles make the front part of the body curve to one side and the tail part swings towards the opposite side. The fish forms a curve, then quickly the body and the tail curve to the other side. This makes a jerk and pushes the body forward. A series of such jerks make the fish swim ahead. This is helped by the fins of the tail. Now we are going to study the movement in snake. Snakes slither or crawl on the ground in a wave-like motion. Snakes have a long backbone with the interconnected muscles that are joined to the backbone and the ribs. When a snake moves, its body curves into many loops, and each loop the snake presses its body against the ground and makes a forward push. Such consecutive pushes help snakes in moving their body. So with this we finish this chapter, body movements. Hope you have understood the concept. Read the chapter thoroughly. Thank you.